In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of a Blackboard Ultra course that we've put together as a demonstration of some of the capabilities of Ultra. As you can see, we've divided the course up into several sections using learning modules. We've got about this module for students, module assessment and submission details, and very quickly into the 10-week structure of the course. As you can see here, from weeks 4 onwards, we've enforced the sequence progress. Now, if I pop into student preview mode, you'll be able to see things a bit more clearly. So we begin with about this module, which tells the students what they need to know. We've got a module guide in here, which takes students through the course. It explains a bit about the purpose and the goals of the course, the learning outcomes that we'll be measuring. The course makes quite a lot of use of discussion forums, so we've got some rules in here for discussion and a little bit of information about the journals which are assessed from week 4 onwards. And you can see a bit more about the assessment information here, about how we break it down. And of course everything is available, all the assessments are using a rubric, and these are all available to the students. And there's the module reading list as well, with books, websites and AV resources. And we've also included here a discussion forum where students can nominate their own reading for the reading list. We have a folder with module assessment and submission details, and here students can find the full details of their end of module assessment, the instructions, the sources and the questions, and a bit of advice there on completing the assignment. And then there's some written sources here for the students to engage with. And of course the assignment submission point with the rubric. The weeks of the course all follow a fairly similar structure. Weeks 1 to 3 are in many ways the preparatory weeks, but they follow a similar structure to the main body of the course as well. Each week we begin with a journal question, just a short journal entry there for students, and then there's some content for the students to interact with. Here we have a TED video along with a transcript. And these first 3 weeks make use of these interactive presentations. And there's one of these for each of the first 3 weeks, which just take the students through the basics of critical thinking. And then we wrap up the weeks with a discussion board activity. And you can see a similar structure in week 2. Journal question, interactive presentation. Here we've got some readings and a discussion board. And similarly in week 3. This time, of course, with an end of week quiz as well, a multi-choice quiz. Once we move on to week 4, things change a little bit. As you can see here, we've enforced the sequential progress through this week's activities, so it's not possible to jump around until you've looked at everything. Beginning here, we have the discussion board. Now this is the rubric, sorry, this is an assessed rubric, assessed journal, assessed with a rubric. And then here we've got couple of TED videos, one here again with a transcript, a couple of videos for students to watch, and then the assessed discussion forum. Again, it's assessed now and there's a rubric. This is also a post-first discussion forum. The discussion forums from weeks 4 through 10 are all post-first, so students can't see what other students have written until they post something themselves. And then we usually wrap up the weeks with a further questions to think about and a short reflective activity. And this is largely the structure in weeks 4 through to 7. Same kind of thing. Journal. Again, there's a couple of TED videos, discussion forum, further questions, and reflection. Things change just a little bit for the final few weeks, just in that the writings get a bit more complex. But again, the same kind of overall structure. So assess journal to begin with the rubric. Here we've got a TED video again, followed by some longer readings. This one, some interesting to's and fro's with George Monbiot. And again, into a discussion forum, again marked with a rubric, and finally some further questions to think about and reflective activity. And that is essentially how the course works. If you'd like to see it in a bit more detail, this course is available to download in full from Merlot. From this address, you can download the Blackboard Ultra course package and install it into your own Blackboard Ultra environment. It will link to the interactive presentations, but if you would like to download those separately, you can do so by going to the submit information, and if you look at the submitted materials, this is the Blackboard Ultra course package, and these three are the interactive presentations. You can download those as SCORM packages if you wish. They're available in a variety of different formats there.